guys, and welcome back to my channel, Reselling Polly here. As the title suggests, I've come in bringing you a different sales update at the beginning of the year. There's about 20 or so, I'm not exactly sure how many sales, but I thought I would do a non-clothing sales update just to show you some of the other things that I actually sell instead of clothing and shoes and things, which is my main source of income. But I do sell anything that I can make a profit on, or that I see I can make money on. So I thought I'd just do something a little bit different and bring you these sales that I've had throughout December. So these are running from the 1st of December right up until the end of December. So I hope you enjoy. So the first item, as you can see on screen, is a Lily Flame Trio candle set. I absolutely love candles. I'm a very big candle lover, and I really was going to keep these for myself, and I did list them quite high. I think they are quite expensive, these ones. I think they're about £10 each, the smaller candles, if you buy them individually. £8.99, something like that, £10. I paid £2.99 for these in a charity shop, and I listed it quite high at £18.99 plus postage because I wanted to keep them. But they were all listed for about a week, and then they sold for the full asking price. So I need the money more than I need the candles, so I've got loads of candles, so I was quite happy to let them go. Next is probably a favourite of everybody's in Christmas time, isn't it? It's the Hotwires. I picked 3 of these up throughout the year, last year, to store away really for Christmas sort of thing. I don't know whether I would do it again because it's got a lot of bits with it. You've got to check it, you've got to make sure it's working. Bit of a fiddly one. Although I think I only paid £2 for every one of them that I got. £2, £2.50, and I sold this one for £20. The box was a little bit battered. Don't know if you can probably see. It had the instructions and everything with it, but the box, show you. The box was a little bit battered, so I did have it listed higher than this. I think I had it listed up at originally at £29.99, but I think the market was quite a bit flooded with these this year, so I dropped it until it finally went for £20. So £2 investment, £20 not a bad return. These snuck in by mistake. It's not clothing, but it is footwear. But I just thought I'd put these in. These sold really, really quickly. I think they sold within 24 hours. And I wasn't even sure about picking them up, to be honest with you. The Converse, they're ladies, obviously. They're like a purple high top. Oh, that wasn't a very good picture, was it? They were just a bit on the quirky side, really, so I like anything that's a bit quirky. So I did pay £6.99 for these in my local charity shop, but I knew there was a bit of money to be made in them. I didn't think they would sell that quickly, though, so, but yeah, I was chuffed, £24.99 within 24 hours for those, so that was a good one. Now, this is a bit of RA that I picked up from TK Maxx. Every time I go, I always have a look, in the makeup. Very, very rarely find anything, but the lady was just putting stuff out when I got there. She was just like putting cosmetics and things out. So this was one of the things that she put out. It was I paid £14.99 for it, so it is a bigger outlay. That's the only problem with RA. There's more of a bigger outlay for it. So, and obviously, but the return on that wasn't too bad. I did offer free postage on that one, so once everything's come out of that, and I'm probably looking at about £15 profit, £12.50, £15 profit. So, and it sold pretty quickly. It sold within about a week or so, so I was happy with that. I think I did pick it up with the intention of possibly another one to keep, but no, I've seen that it was selling quite well, so I just sold it. Next is this. I wasn't quite sure about this. I know that stuff like this from when I was a girl, and stuff like Postman Pat and Thomas the Tank Engine seems to do quite well. I always seem to do quite well with it. And this was new in its box. Box was a little bit tatty and stuff like that. But it was a Postman Pat special delivery. And it was a helicopter with this cow in it. And it was, I think it was from the 90s, I think. I can't 100% remember. But I listed it at 20 because I'd had a look at all the comps on it. I paid $3.99 for it, and that sold relatively quickly as well within its first 30-day cycle for sure. And that went to, I think it went to Germany. Not 100% sure, but it definitely went on the global shipping program. Oh, I have no idea what. Oh, excuse that. I don't know what the hell that was. Apologies for that, guys. Must have clicked on something else there. So next is this Dram Brewery, if I can say it correctly, ice bucket that I picked up when I was working in the pharmacy, and I used to go to the charity shops on my dinner time, and this was in there. And again, it's quirky, and I love quirky. Anything quirky I will pick up. I paid £2 for that. It didn't look like it had been used, to be honest with you. The only mark that it had on it was one on the top where they'd stuck a sticker, which I had to get off. I don't know if you can see it there, just there. But I paid £2 for that, and yeah, that went for the full asking, $16.99 and £4 postage. I did have that listed for quite a while. I think it was about 3 months I had that listed for. So, but yeah, I was happy with that. Oh, this was one of my better finds. I absolutely loved this. Another one that I wanted to keep for myself. So I think that's the thing about being a reseller. You tend to buy things that you like. This is actually, I actually put it on my bed to actually photograph this. It's absolutely gorgeous dormer bed throw. Beautiful, beautiful condition. I did pay £15 for this in the charity shop, but it was absolutely stunning. I absolutely loved it. Listed it high again because I liked it that much. I thought, well, if it doesn't sell, I'll keep it. Sold within its first 30 day for £55 and plus postage. So that was a really, really good find. So yeah, I was happy with that. These are always worth picking up at Christmas time. Sold a few of these last year. I didn't think that they would be as popular as they were this year. I sold another 2 of these in a relatively short space of time. And in fact, I picked another one up today, but it's missing this timer. And one of the cups is broke. So I'll probably put that to one side and see if I can salvage anything out of that. But yeah, these WSSA Speed Stats cups, especially if you can get them with the mat and this timer at the bottom, they do really, really well at Christmas time. I think if I remember rightly, I paid I want to say $2.99 for this, but I think it was cheaper than that, to be honest. And that sold within 24 hours for $24.99. I sold another one a week before in the box within a couple of hours for $24.99. So I thought, this hasn't got the box, but I'm going to list it at $24.99 because the other one sold so quickly, and this sold again within 24 hours. So yes, that was a good one. Oh, this. I got this at car boot season early on in the year, and it's just been sat because it's such a monster. It's been sat there for absolutely ages, and I've been tripping over it. I've been moving it from one side of the room to the other. This was before, obviously, I got my office. It's just been shoved around the dining room where I had all my stock in this big box, pushed from pillar to post. And I thought, I'm going to have to list it because it is coming up to the end of Christmas time now, need to get it listed. So I put it on an auction because it was just so big and bulky and I just wanted it out the way. It had some damage. This little robot at the bottom had no arms. The arms were missing off it. In good condition, you can get really good money for these. There was these two little robots at the bottom, as you can see. He wasn't in the best of condition, Wally. And the truck was missing. Truck back door was missing. But all the buttons on it and everything like that, all the sound effects worked really, really well. So I thought, well, I don't really know where to price this because, they'd gone for really good money, the ones that were in good condition. So I just listed it at 99p auction with a £9.99 postage. It cost me £3 at the car boot sale. Obviously, I wasn't aware of the condition, but I knew when I was at the car boot that something in the back of my mind told me that there was money in it, so I picked it up. So not a great amount of profit in it, and I've made a bit of profit. I'm happy with that. Do you know what I mean? But I could have made more had it been in better condition. So, but I definitely want to look out for if you see these out and about to pick up because there is money in them, especially if you can get them in good condition. Don't know what's going on here. I think I've missed a few when I've been doing this. Where are we up to? Oh, next one. Sorry about that. I must have put absolutely loads of stuff, loads of windows open. This is another bit of RA that I've got. I picked two of these up, I think. From Kath Kitson's shop. They were having a sale, and these I picked up for £24, I think. They were new with tags. There wasn't very many left at all, so I picked two up just on the just to try. To be honest with you, I know Kath Kitson does quite well, and with it being Disney and 101 Dalmatians, I thought I'll give them a try. Think what did I put in my listing that these retailed for? I've not put it in. I don't know whether it's on the tag here. I paid £24 for it, and I think they retail for about £65. So I put mine up for £46.50. It was with free postage, so and I did send it recorded delivery just because it's the amount of money. But yeah, that went off, and I've got another one left for sale. I've also got a few others. I think there's another one coming up in this video a bit further along. But yeah, I was happy with that. Happy with the profit off that. This again was a really, really good find. I didn't know how good until I picked it up. Picked it up from charity shop for £1.99. It's just a piece of IKEA fabric. But the name of it was on the bottom, I think. So I just did a bit of research. I don't think there might not be a picture with it, but the edging, just if you can see here. Bit further up here, it had the actual name of it, which was this Kulhorn Alpine Goats Mountain Fabric. I was quite surprised how much money there is to be made in fabrics, especially stuff that you can't get hold of anymore. This was 68 by 58, so it was a good chunk of fabric, but nothing major or anything like that. I paid £1.99 for it, and I took an offer on this. I think I took an offer of, I think it was about £35, maybe a little bit more. I'm not 100% sure. I'd had it listed quite a while. I think this was probably its third cycle and that. But I was asking quite a lot of money. I was asking like £50 for it. But there wasn't many on eBay, and the completed ones that had been on had gone for around about this price. So I listed quite high there. So, but for £1.99, I was happy to take the £35 for that. Oh, this this took me back to my childhood when I saw this in the charity shop. And I have to thank Sue's Pals of Shame for this, because it was one of her videos that I watched, and she was doing a sales update, and this was in one of the sales updates, and I think she sold hers for about £40, but I think she had a bit more stuff with it. But it had the chimney missing off, which mine has also. And it's the Matchbox play boots from 1983. So it's definitely my era of, and I do actually remember this. I remember this one, and I had a green tree house as well, which I would love to find out in the wild. I probably wouldn't actually sell that. I'd probably keep it. I think the roof of the tree house used to come up. I can't remember exactly what it was called, but yeah, I definitely want to find one of those. But yeah, this it had a few little just show you in this top picture bit here. It had a few bits with it, but nothing major. It wasn't by any means complete. It did have the door and everything, and a little lock on it, and the lace in the boot. It was missing the chimney, but it still sold for £24.99. So I was quite happy with that. I know, like I say, Sue sold hers for about £49, I think, but toys are Sue's expertise, and I think she really goes out and makes all the photos, and she takes time with them, and I'm just one of them. I just want to get it down, get it on, get it listed, sort of thing. So thanks a lot, Sue, for that. I wouldn't have picked that up, I don't think. Possibly, but I don't think I would if I hadn't seen that video. So I owe that thanks to Sue's Pals of Shame for that one. This is another one I got at a car boot sale last season. I think I paid £1 for them both. I just sort of liked them, so I'm a bit of a sucker for a plush. So this is from the Cat in the Hat, thing 1 and thing 2. I think I remember quite a while ago, maybe a year or two ago, they were. I don't think you could get hold of these. People were like paying extortionate amounts of money, but they seem to have come down a bit in value. These weren't brilliant condition. They were all right. I'd put them through the washing machine, but they had been loved. But as you can see with the tag and that. But yeah, I asked £14.99 for them. They sold within the first cycle, so I was quite happy. This has got to be probably one of the bargains of the sales. This is a PlayStation Buzz. I haven't got a clue what they are. It just said it said official PlayStation, and if it says official PlayStation and it looks like it's old, I'd pick it up. So I picked these up in my local charity shop for £1.50, and they were like this with the bubble wrap still on them. And it's got I've got to stop saying I do apologise. I was laughing at Caroline Matthews today with her vlog that she did a video, because she was saying that she says the same all the time. So I thought that's just me as well. Anyway, sorry, I'm going off on a tangent there. This, you've got to make sure it's got. Sorry, I'll just click this. Bring that down. This little, I call it a USB thing. I don't know how it works. I think you plug that into your PlayStation, and then they must connect these to it. So anyway, I paid £1.50 for it. Looked at comps, listed at the highest end, and yeah, sold within a couple of weeks for £39.99. So that was good. This was just one of them weird things that I see. Like I say, anything weird and wonderful. It was in its box. It's a child's foot measuring gauge for Clark's shoes. I did look at it when I was in the shop on eBay and was quite surprised that people actually buy these. Um, I used to just go to the shop with mine and get them measured, but I suppose it does for all sorts of shoes. And if you want to order online, I suppose it's nice to have in. Paid £1.50 for this. Offered it with free postage. It sold for £16.99. Not really much else I can say about that one. Another Kath Kitson bag. This was a large open tote, Richmond Rose, and it's one of the oilcloth bags. These retailed for £65 in the shop, and they were selling them for £20. I picked a couple of these up, as well as a few other designs, and this sold for £44.99 plus free postage. And the last one has got to be these SFR quad roller skates. I've sold these once and they've been returned to me. I have had them since last car boot season. I don't think it's this year just gone. I think it was from the year before. I might be wrong, but they did, like I say, they sold once and the lady returned them because they were too small. So I have put in that they're slightly small fitting. I got 2 pairs on the car boot sale and I paid £5 for the 2 of them. The other ones sold, the blue ones were in worse condition than this. They were battered, they were all scraped at the front and everything. They sold for £14.99 within a week or two of getting them. So these actually owe me nothing. But these have been listed for the longest amount of time, and I've lowered the price and lowered the price. I think I started off with them at 25, and I've just lowered them to get rid of them. And yeah, they sold for £16.99. It's a really funny story about this as well. The day that these actually sold, I actually had a message from a lady. So they sold on the 31st. So they sold on New Year's Eve. I had a message from a lady to ask if she bought them today, could she collect them? Now, I did send her a message back saying they were not actually at my property because they're down in the office and I couldn't get in. I wouldn't have been able to get in until Tuesday. So I sent her the message back and then they sold. So I thought, oh, she's bought them and she'll probably come and collect on Tuesday. It was only when I went into it and actually looked at the address and it was somebody else that was bought them. So it's just really, really, really odd. It'd been listed for the longest amount of time and then that happened in one day. So anyway, that is some sales from December for me, non-clothing. Hope you enjoyed them. Hope you had some good sales in December. The end of December was certainly better, especially in between Christmas and New Year, and it continues so. I've had a really good week this week. The past 7 days have been absolutely fantastic. I'm just trying to push more now for getting more listings up. I've just upgraded my shop to a feature shop, so I really need to push those listings now. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe, and I shall catch you again soon, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye for now.